Hi and welcome to Friday's channeling at Odyssey, Ascension. It's Roxie. Thanks all for tuning in. Let's get going with today's channeling, and thanks all for tuning in. Greetings once again to the collective. Big O here. We bid you all a good day. An idea of a future human. Becker, stand by. You're transcending. You're in this time, and you're going to this time. So Sly and Gang is pitching you, and now we're gonna catch you. Come on in, oh boy, put it right here. Come on, I got you. We're bringing you in. So a new human, not really. A future human, in a way. Probability, absolutely. We're up there. We are being channeled because, see, here. You have a couple of fellas there on your Earth time now that say channeled is going to be common. And it is, because that's what you're doing. Being channeled by the ones that, let's say, choose to enjoy channeling, like Roxie, I'm being channeled, is an experience in and of itself, and it's awesome. And from this space-time now, as a human, birthed as a human, living on Earth as a human, in what you call still your third density, pre-ascension in your guys' term, we get to be channeled now because we are waking up, we're understanding, we're allowing ourselves to come through. So I'm being experienced by my human self, sitting on a couch in some future time, doing its inside idea allowance, and coming through and giving myself the experience of being channeled through Roxanne. And it's very exciting to be channeled. Oh, it's very neat. You guys will all be channeled if you choose. All be channeled if you choose. So it means it's a probability for all of you to experience being channeled in the future, whether it's on Earth, for past Earth lives, for past Earth time works, frames, what's another term you guys are using nowadays? Collapse timelines. Also on other different idea planetary systems, the ones that are in their evolution themselves, and channeling is just coming on board, and you're like 500, 600, 700 years ahead of them, so you can be channeled by an idea, tuning in to that different world, different species, and be the idea of me speaking. And it's as if I'm at a lecture. You guys are at a lecture, receiving information. I'm the teacher, but I'm in your future. And I'm here and now, in this framework, being channeled and speaking. Look at how it all blends into one world. That's a lot more fun to play with than the distractions. We look at the distractions of ourselves, because I didn't live the distractions you lived in the same way you lived them. I wasn't in the awakening time period. I was an innocent, lost in my idea of my world and my cycled lives played out. I didn't have a life in this idea of during the Great Awakening and realization, let's say, we'll give it, 75 years to 100 years, and that time frame to where all of this shit is really being accepted by the mass collective. And then of course you guys start to play some great games after that, and here I am. And that kind of vibrational framework. Understand the vibrational framework of yourself from a perspective of what you are now. Everything is about what you are now. We go back and reference so much reliability on time. That's what we did. We use histories to define ourselves. Look what we did. Look how great we were. But you rely on those dependencies. So we're here to tell you that your framework now is what we look back at as the greatest time there was alive to be a human. Because you are losing your innocence. Oh, I love that. I think Ocyphius, do you do that? Yeah. Ocyphius channeled Innocence Lost. And it's so beautiful to know that you were that innocent to where you lived your life in the beautiful exploration of limitation and you didn't know you had a choice. But now you're in the frame, the time work that we all look back at, and through the histories of our teachings. Because you guys go back a few thousand years. Okay, we're not that far ahead of you, but we're jam-packed with information because we understand timelines now. We understand parallel and probable realities. So what maybe you think is 1,000 years, we're looking at about 15,000 years because we understand timelines now, and we can pull from that information. So there's so much of all of those timelines that we can perceive in the past of ourselves. First, they're not dependencies, and they're not ways of structuring. That's what you guys are breaking for us, to be free to discover the universes, the parallel worlds, the realities that we could have never perceived unless you did the work, the guts, the bravery to choose beyond yourself. So the time and observation of humanity is that's the most majestic by the collective whole to observe in teachings, learnings, in let's say impartations, interactions with other species, is now. The now that you guys are in. The now from the 1987 still seems to be the valid idea of the harmonic convergent. 2012, waking up, and then your exploration for the next 10 years of, let's say, the releasings of your, what did you guys call them then? Your conspiracies, your secrets, your alien cover-ups, and all the shit that's all going to be brought out by that that really wonderful bad hair president, right? Yeah, okay. That guy is going to give you guys so much freedom because you are looking at him and saying, I don't want that. And you stop choosing, not get rid of him. You're just like, oh, that's that world, and I'm going to go in this world. And then more and more that show that that doesn't affect this gives the permission to a mass amount in the next 10 to 12 years for you guys to not choose what you know you don't want anymore, which releases all the stuff, and then humanity starts to play. You start to play. So your journey where you guys are at now is going to be so different in the next 10 years. It's almost like you can't even recognize yourselves. And wow, look at the way we were. It's so distant, it's like another Earth. And it literally is. It's very exciting. And then, of course, your children will go, wow, Grandma, you were alive when you didn't think aliens were real. What did that feel like? It's like not having air conditioner in the time that you guys understand. You're like, what do you mean no air conditioner? Okay, you have air conditioning, so you have air conditioning. It's an option. But before that option, that when it was invented, you didn't know there was an option to have it. And now you're starting to see that once you get the wisdom of your understanding, the choosing of your life everlasting being effortless will bring you to a new understanding of the freedom that you provide for the new world that is coming in. The new world that you perceive as now, understanding it, your world. So it's fascinating times for you guys. And we're from your future, and we're going to give you different aspects in the times to come on offerings, which create more of the me that I am. Not all of you out there will perceive me. There are many earths. There's many separating ideas. Ones that can't make the leap, and ones that can. And those, the ones that don't make the leap, are going to finish out those probable Earths. And see, an Earth exists in what you call a particular moment of now by an individual entity creating that existence for themselves and experience. Okay? Of course, the Earth exists. It's just whether it exists in the now in your world. So imagine if there's a million creating an Earth, and then a million that stop creating an Earth. Where does that Earth go? It's a collapsed timeline. So what it is we're saying is that more of you are choosing the ideology of I'm a God, I'm free, I'm allowed, I don't need to, all the stuff that this whole channel, which is amazing to study, this whole channel is brought through, and you release all those ideas of your prisons, and you become this freeing idea of yourself now, and more join in, then those earths that more and more people don't want to choose, and creating this new idea world of this unity, your vibrational 4D vibration, which isn't going to be understood as something else in a few years from now, that 3D world goes away. You know, those ones that are choosing all of a sudden realize there's not a whole lot of people left in their world. Population seems to be going down. More reasons why people are leaving. Maybe they give themselves a plague. Maybe they give themselves another nuclear war, but I don't think that's going to happen. And those Earths just stop. And then there's the human ready to just be the freedom human. And that's this wonderful transition period. You guys are leaving and choosing, and all of it, focus. Here's a new Earth. Here's the old Earth, old Earth, old Earth, new Earth, new. And then all of a sudden, no more people are energizing these Earths. This is why we're so fascinated, because a lot of you will know me and create me in these parallel Earths, and a lot of you won't. And I don't mean you particularly watching, that's still a choice. I mean the idea of the human collective. So you can see how we are fascinated with timelines we never understood existed. We thought there was one Earth. So we're looking at our histories through 15, 16, 17,000 years of information that you would call equality about 1,000 years. But we're looking at Earths in the same time frame. Let's say now to 1,000 years back, my now to 1,000 years back to you. You think there's only 1,000 years, but there are this Earth and this Earth and this Earth and this Earth and this Earth that's relevant to the idea of frequencies that we're looking at. And we get to see everything and how it came together, this beautiful idea. And out of that, we teach ourselves. And of course, we now will teach humans in your time, which does what for us? It creates more of us. You're creating more of me because we're here now teaching you what you have already taught us, what you've already experienced, what you've done in the now, and we're looking at from this now as a history, and we're taking that information to give to you, and the ideology is a free will choice, because you can never have anything but that. You have that choice, and then you start to create me. Oh, it's magic. That's how you guys created the Ascension civilization. The Ascension was never in your ideal world until the now of the plausibility that you guys can be donors in a hybridization program with a species that is, let's say, about to go extinct because they're playing a game to figure it is what it is to be a mannequin that breathed. It's pretty much what it is. And then they chose, okay, we're all going to die here, so we want to continue our species. What do? Okay, help. You know, you guys get all caught up on that later. So, you created a civilization, the Yael and the Ascension, now because of your choices in the past, and your future selves of probability gave yourselves the way to channel that information, so you got the information and didn't fear it, and then it brought forth and actually created that. Look how it all works in the now. You okay, doll?
Yeah.
Your head? Are you okay? You look like you were pressuring yourself.
No, it's just some of the pressure headache that happens.
Okay. You gonna talk to your Arcturian friends to release that?
Yes.
Okay. As long as you're okay. If you're not, we'll slow down the energy here for you. Because I'm human, you know, so I kind of like, you know, kind of partial towards you. Right?
Yes.
Cool. All right. So, us future humans, and there are a lot of us, okay? Because once you guys understand population is no longer in order, then there's more room. And the trick is, we discovered we don't run out of room because we have all the Earths we need. And that's really fun. So, you guys get that. But anyways, I'm Becker. I just wanted to say hello to you, giving you some ideas on how we're getting here and what we're going to be bringing forth through a few of the nows. We'll teach some non-evolutionary ideas, because we don't teach how to evolve, because we've already done it. We're teaching you how to evolve, by not being concerned how to evolve, and giving you parallel reality Earths, probabilities to play with in the idea of not trying to evolve. Therefore, your vibration, which you will discover is everything, your vibration doesn't have a lackful idea of accomplishment ensuing that idea of evolution, and it releases it, and then all of a sudden you're free from it, and then the information flows naturally, and then of course you get all the information you ever need at every moment. You start to trust that, and poof, the whole game changes, and then you're non-evolutionary, and then you start to play with the worlds, and then suddenly you notice when you validate time, which will no longer become a time factor, you'll just time yourselves in the moment, that kind of idea. When you start to do that and you don't validate evolution, you will notice from a space-time now start point to a here point in your history that you've evolved. And you've evolved to a point where you could have never evolved, the honesty, without with trying to think how to evolve. Oh, it's beautiful. So you guys are the master teachers, because your innocence becoming innocence lost, and you've decided to choose the journey that we couldn't choose, because without you we are not here. So understand how you fit into this game. Because of you we are, and because of the generations before and all the timelines, they are because you are, and you are because they are. Wow, it's really exciting when you start to see the whole big picture. Anyways, yeah, that was it. That's all we really wanted to say today, I think. Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah.
You need an aspirin? We have aspirin still, you know, we do. We get headaches. We're still human. But it's different. You okay?
Yes.
All right. Hello. We're going to go now. Thank you all for tuning in. Just know that we're there. And we still, okay, we're not, oh yeah, should we, yeah, okay. Yeah, we should. We're not some, we're just really fucking cool. Just think that our society is a bunch of Fonzarellis walking around because we just have fun now, because we saw that fun is capable if every world is choosing fun, and the world synchronistically works by itself. It's amazing. Love you guys. I'll get out of here and bring back Foxy Roxie, as we call her. Bye-bye. Excellent. Thank you, Dad and Becker, and to the collective whole, we bid you a good day. Or don't they? Thanks, Becker. Big O. Awesome. He's a little chatterbox, wasn't he?
That was delightful.
It was so cute.
Because when you take out the element of time, then we're all, Becker in his time and us
Yes.
here, we're all gifting and receiving and contributing to each other
Without contributing.
in the now.
In the now, without trying.
Yes.
God, it's so beautiful.
Awesome.
Oh, it was really
Awesome.
good. That was a fun. All right, guys. We'll see you. Have a great weekend. Wednesday next week. I love you guys. Mwah. Bye.